Welcome to Knowledge of Polytechnic. I am Sima Raut, part of General Science Department, subject Engineering Mathematics 1. Today our topic number is 3 and topic is two-dimensional coordinate geometry. So let's see what are the contents in this chapter. Introduction part, then distance formula, division formula, area of a triangle, then slope of a line, straight line, different forms of straight lines, general equation of a straight line, distance of a point from a line and perpendicular distance between two lines. Today, now we talk about the introduction part, the branch of a mathematics in which geometrical problems are solved through algebra by using the coordinate system is known as coordinate geometry, or you can say that analytical geometry. Also, you can say that this geometry is known as Euclidean geometry by the great Greek mathematician Euclid. So, let's see. We talk about now rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. First of all, what do you mean rectangular coordinate axis? What is the axis? The let x dash O, this is O, x, and y, O, y dash be two mutually perpendicular lines. These are 90 degrees to each other. Is called as coordinate axis. Intersecting at a point O. These two axes are intersected at O point. That means this is called as origin. The horizontal line x dash OX is called as x-axis and y dash is called as y-axis. Vertical line. This is called as horizontal line. This is vertical line. So, the distance measured along OX and OY are always taken as positive and O dash, OX dash and OY dash is always taken as negative of axis. Let's see, now we talk about Cartesian coordinates of a point. Let x dash OX and y dash be the coordinate axis. Let B be a point whose coordinate is xy. That means what? B be a point in the Euclidean plane where OC is x distance and CB is y distance. That means x distance is running x distance and rises y distance. Then we get the point B point whose x coordinate is x and y coordinate is y. So running x distance, rising y distance. That means OC equals to x distance, CB equals to y distance. We can say that x coordinate is x, y coordinate is y here. So x coordinate we can say that abscissa and y coordinate we can say that ordinate only. So let's see. So that means what? The above system of coordinating an ordered pair B is the coordinate is x and y with every point in a plane is called as rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. So let's see. What do you mean quadrant? The quadrant axis x dash OX and y dash OY divide the plane into four regions called quadrants. There are four quadrants. This is called as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. For the quadrant axis divide the plane into four parts. That is first part, second part, third part, fourth part, which is measured as anti-clockwise from OX line. So let's see first quadrant x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0. Second quadrant x is less than 0, y is greater than 0. Third quadrant x is less than 0, y also less than 0. And at last fourth quadrant x is greater than 0, y is less than 0. Let's see here, this is x axis, this is y axis, this is origin and this is anti-clockwise from OX line. So this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. Here x, y coordinate must be positive, xj y coordinate here second quadrant negative positive, here third quadrant xy coordinate must be negative negative, and here xy coordinate must be positive negative. And this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay, let's see. We talk about now distance formula. Before we talk about nodes, what are the nodes about this? The coordinates of the origin must be 0, 0. X coordinate must be 0, y coordinate must be 0. And the coordinates of any point on x-axis, every point on x-axis only, that coordinate must be x 0. That means x coordinate may be any real number, but y coordinate must be 0. And in this way, the coordinates of any point on y-axis must be 0, y. That means x coordinate must be 0, y coordinate must be any real number. Let's see. We talk about distance between 2 points, means distance formula. Distance between any 2 points in the plane is the length of the line segment joining them. Let it be the distance between 2 points. A point is x coordinate is x1, y coordinate is y1, B point x coordinate is x2, y coordinate y2. So then what is the formula? AB distance means magnitude symbol is there. AB distance equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square whole root over. That means the difference of abscissa whole square plus difference of ordinate whole square whole root over. Let's see how to find out this distance. We know that Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse is h for hypotenuse, p for perpendicular, b for base. What is the formula? H square equals to p square plus b square. Here, let's see, here A is the point, B is the point, A is the coordinate x1, y1, B is the coordinate x2, y2. This red line is called as distance, D for distance. We find out this distance. Okay. So, this is the point x1, y1, that means running x1 rises y1. This B point is x2, y2, that means origin to running up to x2 and rises up to y2. So, let's see. Here, we draw this line perpendicular to each other. We draw the line which are perpendicular to each other. Then we get a rectangular, right angle triangle. So, let's see here. This distance is called as, because this distance, origin to this distance is x1, origin to this distance is x2. Then, this up to this is y2 and up to this equals to y1. So, what should be the distance? x2 minus x1, this distance must be y2 minus y1. So now this is like as a right angle triangle, and this must be base, like as base, and this must be like as perpendicular line. So this is hypotenuse, this D is our hypotenuse. So we know that Pythagoras theorem, a square equals to p square plus b square, or you can say that h equals to p square plus b square whole root over. So let's see here who is B is here x2 minus x1, who is P is here y2 minus y1. So D equals to root over of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the distance formula we proved now. So let's see what are the notes is there. Note is that distance is always positive, and distance from a point to origin must be x square plus y square whole root over, because origin coordinate must be 0, 0. So, P point to the origin must be x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square whole root over. That means x square plus y square root over. So, let's see for example, if the distance between the points 3a, 6, 1 is 5, find the value of a. Let the points are a point is given, b point is given, but here coordinate small a is, we just find out the small a value. So our question is find out the small a value. So we know that the distance given is that AB distance equals to 5. So we know that distance formula 6 minus 3 whole square 1 minus a whole square whole root over must be 5. That means this root of shifted to another side. What do we get now? 5 square means 25, and this 9 is shifted to another side. What do we get? 25 minus 9. So a1 minus a whole square equals to 25 minus 9 means 16. So here square is shifted to another side, that means root over of 16, that means plus or minus 4. Answer should be 4 or minus 4. That means 1 minus a may be 4 or 1 minus a equals to minus 4. That means a equals to 5 and a equals to minus 3. So now we find out the value of a is 5 or you can put down minus 3. Next video we talk about division or section formula, that means internal division and internal section formula or external section formula. Have a good day. Thank you.